We need the alarm, like the whoop.
In a hour, do some archbishop. Been a school them from when me in a car shop. Liverpool couldn't test the way me raw sit up. Quick draw, him drop and can't get up. Him not fast enough for my problem that you never solve. Send for the Dan race for a firestorm, cause I turn into a monster. Ready for the war, better with your black. None of them boy, they no bad. None of them boy, they no bad. Bad ones in power to some archbishop. Them no bad. School them from me in a Turkish. Them no bad. School couldn't test it with me Rossi. Drop and can't beat up with no fast enough for my Bible that you never saw. Send for the brand race for your firestorm, cause I turn it to a monster. Ready for the war. Better with your none of them boy, they no bad. Left a mark, young gog on a regular. We say them hardly ready. Them a new type of artillery. We a bus and a Tom and Jerry. Out the blue I hit you with an airstrike. They not bad like my air nights. It's a rare sight, yeah. Steady aim with precision. Make the vision with a clear sight. Better go get your affairs right. Them boy, they no bad. None of them boy, they no bad. Road back, live with my bar. If you mark, them no bad. Them no regular. We see them hard, them no bad. Me a new type of artillery. We a bust, I'm a Tom and Jerry. Out the blue, you bad. The airstrike, they no bad. Me air and I no bad. Clear sight. Steady aim, they no bad. And it's the vision, we got clear sight. Better to get your fit. Them boy, they no bad.
Welcome back to the Indy Boys Racing Podcast here on this fine June 27th. My name is Tristan Greider, freshly in my Taylor Swift gear, joined with Daniel Cheney and Justin Cox. How are we doing today, boys?
I'm all right, man. Just hanging out, chilling out, you know. I'm kind of tired, and I'm kind of stressed about my passport because I may be going to Toronto, but I may not. Who knows how this
For real?
go.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. So,
That's fire.
I don't know.
Can you say what's up to our boy when you're up there?
Of course. I will. Of
You
course.
You honestly need to hit him up so you guys can film a video together. Just be like,
I mean, it just depends on if I have time.
yeah, for real.
Yeah.
So, but
That's awesome.
yeah, if so, I will. But yeah. So, that's how I'm doing. I'm just kind of stressed about the passport and stuff, so trying to get that all taken care of. So, yeah. Other than that, Daniel, how you doing, brother?
Yeah, I'm doing all right. It's been a pretty solid day, but I'm optimistic. And you guys know I'm optimistic. It's because we get to be at our racetrack this weekend, baby.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm
back.
so excited.
We are going back, guys, to our favorite racetrack. Well, one of my favorite tracks, if not my favorite track, the Mid-Ohio Sports Cars Course. So excited to go back to Mid-Ohio. It's just gonna be fun. It's a bop. If you guys haven't ever been to Mid-Ohio, guys, go.
So underrated.
Affordable, underrated, in the middle of nowhere, I should say. And
Bam, racetrack.
I'm just ready to make some more memories because my favorite memories of last season were at Mid-Ohio. So I'm
Kristen's
excited,
ready to smash some Mid-Ohio hot dogs.
bro. Okay, so we'll get in. Okay, we'll start with Mid Ohio today. So if you guys didn't know, me, Daniel, and Jay went to Mid Ohio for the first time last season. It was a last second thing. We were just like, hey, let's apply for Mid Ohio media credentials and just see what happens. And then we just like went. And it was a very last second trip because I remember that we got like approved on like the Sunday and like we had no place to stay.
It was it was
Yeah.
the Saturday before.
Yeah. And I was like, oh crap. And so we figured it out and everything. But last year's Mid Ohio race was just so good because you had all the Andretti controversy, you had the Scott McLaughlin win, you had Daniel's dehydration, you had
Listen,
we're
preventing that this year.
We had we had me and Jay buying F1 jerseys, and we had the smacked hot dogs because man, these Mid Ohio hot dogs hit, and I'm excited to do a Mid Ohio hot dog review on our TikTok page. So
Me too.
stay tuned,
Me too. And I'm going to the exact same vendor as last time. I promise.
dude.
You that.
Hopefully
that-
they're there.
That place hit. I'm not a big hot dog guy. Those were fire.
Those were fire. So I'm just saying.
And also, guys, make sure you guys stay tuned because the second Indy Boys vlog of the season coming this weekend. We're gonna film a new vlog at the track. Very, very excited to check out Mid Ohio and give you guys the Mid Ohio experience.
Oh yeah.
So we're hyped for Mid Ohio. But first, before we get into anything, let's start with the news. Motorsport media.
NASCAR, brother.
All right, let's start with NASCAR. First news that we're going to talk about is Ryan Blaney. He says that his Nashville accident was the hardest hit that he has ever had in a race car. Blaney was quoted saying that it is unacceptable that he had to hit a concrete wall and was not protected by any energy absorbent material. NASCAR officials say that they will address the situation and make sure that in the future that Nashville has removed all the concrete walls and safer barrier will be put around the entire racetrack. So good response by Nashville Superspeedway. I hope that everything goes fine. And woo, sorry, I just hit something off my desk. We're good. But everything will be fine, hopefully in the future with that. And I'm glad to hear that Ryan Blaney is okay. Next thing, Chicago Street Race News are going to introduce the Cup drivers in a special event prior to the Chainsmokers concert. So the inaugural street course Chicago race will kind of have like an announcement sort of thing like the LA Clash did. Hopefully this is better.
Yeah.
Next up, Shane Van Gisbergen is SVG is actually interested in running an oval race. SVG was at Nashville Superspeedway this weekend before his debut this weekend for Trackhouse Racing, and asked during media availability if he'd be interested, and he said yes. What track would you like to see SVG run at? I'd love to see him personally run Bristol. I think that'd be just super fun. That's a fun track to see any driver run. That's
super fun.
yeah. Thank you. So I'm excited for that. Next news up to bat. We're going to do a couple little Xfinity Series things. Sheldon Creed has been fined points. NASCAR has docked Sheldon Creed 25 points and fined him $25,000 for intentionally wrecking Sammy Smith on lap 69, nice, of the Xfinity Series race at Nashville Superspeedway.
Daniel, how do you feel, buddy?
What?
What'd you say?
So, is he good?
I'm good.
He's good. Okay.
You're sure you're good?
He's good. He's good. He's good. But yeah, so that's the news coming out of the NASCAR Xfinity Series this weekend. Other news is that Spencer Plumlee is going to be driving for SS Greenlight this weekend at Chicago Street Course. And yeah, that's the Xfinity Series news. And then finally, Truck Series news. Carson Hocevar took home his second win this weekend, so that's pretty freaking cool. So congrats to him. And then Spencer Boyd and Record Rack have announced Bucks for the Brave charity events, which is going to be a veteran charity event thing. So exciting for Spencer Boyd. And then final news, a bit of sad news coming out of NASCAR, the NASCAR family today. Jimmy Johnson has had a tragedy and his family. As we normally do on this podcast, we don't like to go into very brutal details. If you want to see more about the Jimmy Johnson news that's going on, go to Twitter, go to anything. Our thoughts and prayers are with Jimmy Johnson's family. And Legacy Motor Club did announce that they are withdrawing the 84 from contention this weekend at Chicago. So you will not see Jimmy Johnson or the 84 racing this weekend. So that is all the NASCAR news that I have. Let's go ahead and send it over to our INDYCAR. INDYCAR. They're INDYCAR.
We are INDYCAR.
I'm going to take a bite of this burger, bro.
Really, I only have, I guess, two things. So first thing is Mark Miles has said that they are planning to do a season 2 of 100 Days of Indy, and that it is, quote, very likely. The first season, I haven't caught up on it. I watched the first half of it. I thought it was pretty solid. Like, I know, it's no Drive to Survive, but it didn't have to be. Like, everybody is pumping out the...
I just finished the Barber episode. And the Barber episode I thought was pretty solid. They did a good job with that one.
Yeah, like, I think it's like pretty solid. The only thing is like because it's a crunch for time, some of like the race recaps just feel like highlights. I don't know. That's my personal take, but I'm glad this show exists. I hope it's really good for getting new fans. And so I'm glad that they're at least presuming to try to have a season 2. That's about all on that front. But then it did come out that INDYCAR is currently working to clear some hurdles in finalizing their 2024 calendar. So some of these tracks that may or may not be going on as I look through this list. So the Argentina track is potentially going to happen. We don't know. This circuit would be Termas de Rio Hondo. So I don't know much about this track off the top of my head. But that would be wherever this hypothetical Argentina race would be, where it seems like IndyCar is trying to build a big Argentina market, so it would make sense in my head. Another track.
I think they already have a big Argentinian market. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah, I mean,
I wonder why they have a big Argentina market.
You've got Canapino in there.
I mean, did you see the 500? Did you see how many Canapino jerseys were in those stands?
Yeah,
just saying.
It's not even just Canapino. They have a Argentinian owner as well.
Yeah.
Let's not forget.
Like
Roberto
the
Juntos.
whole team. It's good for the sport to build globally, and even if you have to start kind of in specific countries as opposed to just going everywhere, that's a start, and I think it's a good look for them.
I mean, we're already in Canada. What else can you do? I'm joking.
Canada. Don't get me wrong. I like the Toronto.
Speaking of Canada, really quick, just as completely off topic, but did you guys see like all the fog outside today? Because when I was getting off of work, I was just like, huh. And so I looked it up and I was like, blame Canada. It's fine.
You didn't know that's been happening, brother.
Latifi!
Yeah, well, it's been a thing, but it's back again.
I just had never noticed it before.
Yeah. There's one day like 3 or 4 weeks ago I walked outside and like I was like, it's really blurry out here. Am I going blind or something? Like, what's happening right now?
Dude, I thought I was tripping this morning.
Bro. No, today I already knew what it was because like I had went through this before, so I was used to it. But I was just like, what the heck?
But another track that is in the talks of being in the calendar, whether it be this next upcoming season or just in a future season, maybe 2025. Milwaukee, baby! We don't need international races. Just bring back some ovals. Sorry, let that slip out.
But you know what happens if we're going to be at an oval? You know what's going to happen if we're at an oval, right?
Baby.
All right.
Yeah, but that's about all. There's just a few races that may or may not be on the calendar. I know they're trying to figure out something to do with. We're gonna have a big gap at some point because of the Olympics and NBC. So I don't know what that's gonna look like, but they're currently in the process of trying to finalize some kinks in the way of finalizing their 2024 calendar for the IndyCar season.
Seems like we just had the Olympics too, which is crazy.
Because it was off cycle.
Yeah, that's true.
So yeah, it was technically. It did technically just happen.
It was 2 years ago.
It's crazy.
That's crazy to think that was just 2 years
Right.
ago.
It's crazy to think that 2 years ago we weren't doing this show.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I feel like we've been doing this show for like 3-4 years at this point, but it's been less than 2.
That is
Crazy to think that 2 years ago I didn't watch NASCAR F1.
Yeah.
At least not until like halfway through the year.
It's crazy to think that 2 years ago I didn't know who Nicholas Latifi was. That's what's crazy. That's what's crazy in my life.
Crazy to
Now
think that 2 years ago I had to introduce Kristen to the glory that was Kyle Kirkwood and David Malukas in Indy Lights.
I did. My boy. DM. All right. That's all the IndyCar news Daniel has. Jay, take us through ravioli. Give me the formuoli.
Oh yeah. Where's that? There it is.
Ravioli, give me the formuoli.
Okay.
Hey.
I had to do it. Sorry. All right. So starting off with some Formula E news, we had an E-Prix over the weekend at Portland, and this was actually a banger of a race. It was really crazy. But your winner ended up being Nick Cassidy by 0.2 of a second, Jake Dennis second, Antonio Felix da Costa third, Mitch Evans fourth, and Sebastian Buemi was fifth to round out.
Good job, Cassidy.
Round out the top 5. So, yeah, Nick Cassidy, I'm pretty sure extends his championship lead there with that win. So, I think he's probably going to be the big shot for winning the championship this season, just seeing the tear he's on currently. And there's only like 2 or 1 more race left anyway. So, yeah, for season 10. Or going into season 10, sorry. All right, so the next thing for Formula E, they made a tweet, and it says that they will have more races on CBS Sports, in addition to Roku signing us for their first live sports rights deal as the streaming home of Formula E. Roku for the win, brother. Yes, sir. I love Roku. I have Roku, everything. So
I have a Roku TV.
yeah,
right there.
Exactly. All my TVs are Roku, so.
I mean, it's crazy to think that Roku went from just doing boxes, because I remember when Roku came out, and my dad was like, "This is the better TiVo," and I was like, "Let's go!" And like we had a Roku box, and my Roku had Netflix on it, because that's what the only thing that used to be on Roku's was Netflix.
Yeah.
And I was like, "This is the shit, man!" Like I'm so excited for this, and then it became like the global like monstrosity that it is today.
And now they got Formula E on it, brother.
Yeah, man, that's incredible.
So I mean, they have Formula 1 on it too as well, but like that says its own.
Formula
Now you have
Roku.
E. Now I can watch Formula E.
Yeah.
Which is cool.
Yeah.
So
that'll be sick. I'm very excited to hopefully DVR some Formula E events, so that way if I do miss them, I can go back and watch them.
Dude, I saw clips of this past race. It looked awesome.
That's
Yeah,
why I said
it was
like
that's
pack
why I
racing.
said it was a banger of a race, bro. It was good.
it
Every
wasn't
pack
like
race.
it wasn't like Casti dominated the entire thing either. It was just that it just came down to good racing in total.
From the clips I saw, it looked like a Talladega pack race at Portland.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's
Like I
awesome. Like
It was like I said, it was a banger of a race. Like that was my exact words, brother. Nick Cassidy only won by 0.2 of a second, so
So
it was close.
which when you think about 0.2 of a second, that's like that.
No, that's probably like from me to my wall back there on that.
Yeah.
yeah.
And you can't really get a
Either
good
way,
look
that's
for that.
very small.
Yeah, that's still pretty close.
I think it's quite average. I'm just saying. I don't know.
I think he's got great personality.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Formula 3, Mackenzie Cresswell joins PHM Racing by Charu for our Spielberg and Silverstone rounds. He replaces Piotr Wisnicki. I don't know how to say that name. That was kind of Piotr. I don't know how you say that. And there's no Formula 2, so Formula 1 news. We're going to start off. Daniel Ricciardo is a potential contender to join AlphaTauri next season. Red Bull are open to the move and will evaluate Ricciardo's level this summer. Juniors like Ayumu Iwasa and Liam Lawson will also be in contention for the seat. So should there be a change in driver for next season is the question.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
De Vries is not. It's not that it's De Vries. I think it's the equipment that DeVries is in, because we know DeVries can drive because of his experience in Formula E, and also having a Formula 2 championship, but he's not cutting it right now. Ricardo is a veteran, and Liam Lawson is kind of in the same situation that Yuki Tsunoda was in. So I see this as you got to pick one of those two guys for that seat.
See, for me, like, in my opinion, I'm going with Iwasa, honestly. He's definitely the best pick, in my opinion, because if you look at how he's doing in Formula 2 and has done in his seasons in F3 and F2, he's been phenomenal and, like, chart-breaking. Like, it's insane. So I would love to see how he does in F1. I don't necessarily want him to be rushed as well.
I just don't want him in that equipment, though.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. I don't necessarily want him to be rushed into anything, or at least I want him to develop a little more, so that way he is ready for F1. But I would prefer to bring Iwasa on board this season. That's my opinion. So, Daniel.
I would like to see Iwasa. I would be fine with somebody like Ricardo. It wouldn't be my first pick, but I'd be fine with it. I don't know. Like, I feel like he's had enough chances, but at the same time, it does depend on the team for him. I feel like setup is really important to him. Could he be really well? I could see it, but
Because if you put Ricardo in that car, it's not like it's going to get much better.
yeah.
Because like you're just switching the driver out. Sure, Yuki Tsunoda is out driving his equipment right now, but Yuki's 18th in points.
But see, that's my thing. That's crazy, though, because if you think about it, like, we don't know if the equipment is actually good and DeVries is just bad, or if the equipment is bad and Yuki's just that good and he's out.
Yeah.
Like, that's my question in my head. I'm like, okay, like, so just evaluating this, is DeVries actually this bad, or is Yuki just that good? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
And I'm in that theory that I think Yuki's just that good. And I think a lot of
Yuki's
F1
just
fans
good.
are that way right now. And I don't mean to shit on Nick DeVries, but it's just like, I mean, come on, man. Like, you and Sargent, the only driver that you're out driving right now is a Williams, but the other Williams is 11th in points. So it's like, like, what are you going to do? And it's, I don't know.
No, I agree with you, but it's just crazy to me because, like, I don't know. I just don't think that DeVries kind of lived to his hype. I'm not gonna lie to you, and I
agree.
really wanted him to because I like DeVries, but I don't think he lived to his hype that he had from that one Williams run.
I like Nick DeVries too. Do you know where Nick DeVries should come?
Where?
Indy.
You think so?
I think you should go to INDYCAR.
I say you
I
just
wanna-
go back to Formula E, honestly.
Go back to Formula E, bud. Like,
Go back. It's like going to China. That's like the
get ready,
to learn
English, buddy.
Chinese, buddy.
Technically, wouldn't IndyCar be the Chinese for Formula One?
I don't think so because
Get ready
I think
to learn
INDYCAR
English, buddy.
is like a top motorsport, and I don't think that Formula E is a top motorsport. So,
Okay, that's
like,
fair. I see that. Okay, I see what you mean now. Okay.
I mean, I would think that some of the INDYCAR drivers are more talented than some of the F1 drivers. The 20 F1 drivers that they have right now on the grid are not the 20 best drivers in the world.
No.
There are
Let's
some
just
drivers in
end that
NASCAR. For example,
Alex
everyone
Palou,
thought that.
Joseph Newgarden.
Yeah. For example, like you have that. I always bring this up. You have the time that it was like the Racing the Legends, and it was Michael Schumacher versus Carl Edwards, and Carl Edwards drove circles around him because they were all in the same car. And that's not saying that Carl Edwards was a better driver than Michael Schumacher. It's saying that they're the 20 drivers that are in F1 are not the 20 best drivers in the world. Logan Sargent is not a better driver than Alex Palou. So, like, I'm just saying, like, Shane Van Gisbergen, Scott McLaughlin, these are the guys that are very respected drivers and are probably part of the top 20 drivers in the world just because of their pure dominance that they had in their respected series.
Right.
Kyle Larson.
No, you could make an argument for Kyle Larson
You
being
could
a
make
top
the
20
argument.
driver.
You could make the argument.
I'm just
but-
Listen, I'm just waiting to see how he does in his Indy 500s.
Yeah, that's how I am. That's the boat I'm in.
Once I see how he does in Indy 500, if he does good, I'm like, okay, let's talk about it.
Screw it. Put
But for
Tyler
right now-
Reddick. Put Tyler Reddick in an Indy car.
Yeah,
I want to
Daniel-
see this.
Daniel just wants to see it.
I just want to see it. I don't even need him to be good. I just want to see it to say that I saw it. Let him do Road America.
Ayo. All right. Next up, Renault Group has announced Ultra Capital, Redbird Capital Partners, and Maximum Effort Investments will take a 24% equity stake in Alpine Racing, investing 200 million euros. And Maximum Effort Investments includes Ryan Reynolds, Michael B. Jordan, and Rob McElhenney. So, kind of cool. Renault says the move values Alpine F1 at $900 million.
Have you seen that thing where it's like European football, F1, Ryan Reynolds investing in companies?
Yeah.
That killed me.
Yeah.
No, he's Ryan Renault right now.
Ryan Renault. Ryan Renault.
Ryan Renault.
I don't take
That's
credit for that. I saw that off Twitter. Don't laugh too hard. It's not my
okay.
joke.
Okay. Wow. Boo. You had my hopes up, Daniel.
Hey, you know one will come eventually.
Okay. You had my hopes up, though. I was really hoping you made that joke because that was funny. But now you ruined it.
It was funny, but
All right. High Tech GP has announced it has made an official application to enter the Formula One Championship in 2026. High Tech has also sold 25% of its group to a Kazakh businessman, Vladimir Kim. According to Forbes, Kim has a net worth of approximately $4.6 billion. So him having a Formula One team is kind of like chump change, probably.
Well, I mean, if the investment right now, if what happens, like the thing of like increasing the buy-in to $1 billion
if
a
it goes
season,
to $1 billion, then then that's different. But if it stays at the current price or just kind of goes up a little bit, then that's like chump change. But I don't know. But that's all I have for F1. So
cool. Well, let's talk about Nashville, baby.
Nashville, Smashville, brother.
The name of the episode. First thing I want to say, I want to applaud Nashville Superspeedway really quick. Incredible. Let me just do a round of applause. You are great. You are everything. We love it. Nashville Superspeedway. First, I mean, Cup Series action at Nashville Superspeedway was great. The racing made it look. This package on 1.5 miles is the best, maybe in NASCAR history. It's so good. Like, the cars are always, there's overtakes. There are plenty of passing. There's plenty of great racing. And it's not like Chastain led pretty much the whole race, but like, he wasn't like by any means like a straightaway ahead of everybody.
I heard the lead never got under a second.
No.
Or over a second. Sorry, over a second.
I paid attention. I wasn't like invested because I had other stuff going on, but every time I would look up, I was like, oh, Chastain only has like a half a second lead over second place over Truex. And the racing was just good. Xfinity Series action was a little bit of Crashville. Lots of crashes in that one, but it wasn't like it was terrible racing. Someone said that it was an underdog winner that AJ Allmendinger won, and I was like, okay. However, Denny Delivers, I love this account. He got me because I was ready to make a tweet. He tweeted out like an hour after the race that AJ Allmendinger had failed inspection and that Riley Herbst had won, and I was like, whoo. We're good. I like started tweeting and then I checked to make sure like of who it was, and I was like, oh, this is just Denny Delivers. Fine. But otherwise the racing was pretty solid overall. Ross Chastain, a dominant weekend, got Trackhouse Racing their first ever pole, and then pretty much kept it in the lead the entire time. Great racing from him. We do have to talk about Ryan Blaney because, man, that was a hit. We talked about it in the news section just a little bit, but that is one of the harder crashes I've seen that a driver has taken straight into the wall in a while. Right up there with Ryan Preece, Ryan Newman. That was a hard hit. It reminded me most of Elliott Sadler's crash in 2010, just because it was hard on a concrete wall. It wasn't the Armco barrier, but that was a hard incident. Hopefully NASCAR can get it figured out with concrete walls. Because I mean, it's 2023. How do we not have concrete? How do we still have concrete walls in NASCAR? I think Dale Jr. said it best. If there is a concrete wall at a racetrack, some way a car is going to find its way to hit it. Speaking of Dale Jr., he's back. NBC, baby. Their first weekend, and man, they were missed. I loaded up to my TV to hear the dun 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 dun, and like the NBC. Yeah, I was happy, and I heard Rick Allen, and I heard I was just happy. Jeff Burton. It was just good to see the boys. It was good to see the boys, and
You know what I'm gonna miss though? I'm gonna miss the song they opened every race with last season. The
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
I get
That
you.
song was a banger.
That song was a banger, bro.
That song was a
like,
banger.
I know a lot of people are like, bro, I hate like the country stuff or whatever. Like that was like rock, and that was a banger.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah,
care
but
anyway.
No,
but
that
everyone
guy-
loves
oh my God, what's his
everyone
name?
loves the Carrie Underwood waiting all day for Sunday night, like for
Okay.
Sunday Night Football.
Go song.
That's
Everyone loves that
iconic,
though.
bro. That's iconic, bro. Like,
Yeah.
you have to love.
I'm trying to Marcus King's that whatever that song is called. Marcus King kills it. Bring it back.
It reminds me a lot, actually, of. Do you remember when we were kids? Well, Daniel, stop talking.
I was gonna say no.
Jay, do you remember when we were kids and the race was about to start and it'd be like 5 minutes before the race start and you would just hear "Get your motor running"?
Man.
Oh my god! Oh my gosh!
Looking
And
for
it was an
adventure.
exclusive NASCAR video, and like
See
they would like,
whatever comes my way.
and then it would be like "But to be," and you'd like see like cars flipping and stuff. It was so cool.
Yeah.
It got me so hyped to watch Dover. Like I was like, "This is great." Peak
Listen,
NASCAR.
NBC, bring back the Marcus King song to open up the broadcast. It's so good. It's so good.
But
It's my
on
petition.
the result side of things, the three winners this weekend in the Craftsman Truck Series, Carson Hocevar brought home the win. Had a little bit of a fight there from Bailey Curry, who was making a NASCAR start. Good to see Bailey Curry in the Truck Series. Some Zane Smith fights there as well. So Hocevar brings home a victory. If the NASCAR app will load, I'll really top 10. Here we go. Hocevar first, Zane Smith second, Sanchez third, Heim fourth, Curry fifth. I'm gonna sneeze.
Bless you, sir.
Turned my mic off for that one. Called it. Sixth place was Chase Purdy. Seventh place was De Benedetto. Eighth Ankrum. Ninth Rhodes. And 10th Garcia. Drivers that did not finish from this race included Dean Thompson, Brett Holmes, Memphis Varelli, and Lawless Allen. RIP to Raja Karuth, because I think he would have won this race if he didn't have that that electrical problem.
Yeah.
Xfinity Series action. We told you AJ Allmendinger got the win. Second place was Riley Herbst. Incredible, still strong season from Herbst. I personally think he's a championship contender. Sam Mayer third, great race for him. Austin Hill brings it home fourth. Josh Berry fifth. John Hunter Nemechek sixth. Zane Smith in the 28 for Kyle Sieg finishes seventh. Eighth, Daniel Hemrick. Ninth, Cole Custer. And 10th was Parker Retzlaff. So that's pretty cool for Retzlaff. The standings, points leaders right now. Corey Heim is still the points leader in the Truck Series, and John Hunter Nemechek took over the points lead from Austin Hill this previous weekend. So now we're on to Cup Series action. Here we are. Ross Chastain with the W. Second place was Martin Truex Jr. Continues a strong season. He has now officially taken over the points lead. Denny Hamlin finishes third. Chase Elliott fourth. Fifth, Kyle Larson. Sixth, William Byron. 300 cars in a row. Seventh was Chris Bell. Eighth, Eric Jones. Very good improvement for Jones. He just needed NBC to show up to start finishing better. Kyle Busch was ninth. And AJ Allmendinger finishes 10th. I believe his first top 10 of the season. If I'm correct. No, I'm completely wrong. He's had a couple. Yeah. He got a top 10 at Daytona too. And also at Sonoma. Well, overall, good race for him. Points leader now for Cup is Martin Truex Jr. Playoff standings right now are William Byron, Martin Truex Jr., Kyle Busch, Chastain, Larson, Hamlin, Bell, Blaney, Logano, Reddick, Harvick, Stenhouse, Keselowski, Buescher, Wallace, and Suarez. Bowman is only now 2 points out of the playoff from Suarez. Ty Gibbs is 10 points off. AJ Allmendinger, after that great weekend, has moved his way up from 23rd in points to 19th just from that one top 10 finish. So shout out Dinger. Good weekend from him. Chase Elliott is now currently 25th in points after 2 back-to-back top 5 finishes. Ryan Preece has moved up to 24th. Cindric is still in 22nd. And Chase Briscoe's 31st. I don't think that's ever going to change. And Austin Dillon still continues to struggle as well. What did we think, man? What did we think of Nashville?
It should be the championship finale.
I agree.
I've got a hot take. It should also be an IndyCar race.
That's not really a hot take because I would love to see it there. That'd be great.
That is true. I could see that.
It'd
I
be
would love
better
to
than
see-
the current Nashville
I'd love
race.
to see a double header where they do the street course on one day and the oval on another day. I think that'd be cool.
I like
The street course has run its course, bro. It doesn't need to be a thing.
Well, then get rid of the street course then, because I just want to see him on
Yeah.
Nashville Super Speedway. I want an
I
excuse to
think
go
it
to
would,
Nashville.
it's a perfect like combination of like the track style and like the current
I
car.
agree.
I don't know. I love this current NASCAR package, and seeing it make a really good race on this track that like I feel like nobody expected this track to be as liked as it is.
So it's kind
and-
of weird now.
I don't know. Yeah, it's a track I look forward to now.
I look forward to Nashville every year, mostly just because it comes on my birthday weekend. So I'm always like, I'm going to go to Nashville for my birthday, and then I never go. I'm excited. You know what? We're going next year, boys.
Next
Next
summer.
I'm getting off of work. We'll do it
Okay.
for my birthday for 23.
Three shake.
Okay.
Hey, yo. But yeah, I'm excited for it. So we'll do that. Nashville, I'm going to give it an 8.5 out of 10. Great race. It's 85% on the groovy gauge on the boys bar. I'm excited for
The
it.
boys bar.
Right.
Don't come for my head, Eric Easto.
The boys
Anyway.
bar.
But I mean, that's all I got to say about NASCAR. If we want to talk about our predictions, we can go right ahead.
Let's go ahead and do it. Alrighty. So last week nobody got anything right. So boo.
But we got a lot to predict this weekend.
Yeah, we do have a lot to predict this weekend. So you know what? Let's just go ahead and get right into it, brothers. Yeah. So you want to start off with our guest pick this week?
We might as well. Who's our guest this week?
All right. So our guest, he's a returning guest, but since he got a point the last time, we figured we'd let him get a second go because he picked well last time. We gotta see if he can bring up some challenge, you know.
Yeah.
And that man is none other than Landon Kuntz.
Landon.
He was on the show a few weeks ago. He, I believe, picked INDYCAR, right?
I believe so.
I could be wrong about that. But his picks for F1, his podium is Verstappen, Alonso, and Russell. For IndyCar,
Hold up.
his
hold on.
picks are
Hold on.
You said
sorry,
Max,
my bad.
Max, Alonso,
Max,
Russell.
Alonso, Russell.
Okay.
And then for his IndyCar predictions, he
Okay.
picked Ericsson and Palou.
All right.
And then for Cup, he picked just Truex. He must have been very confident because he only picked Truex.
Oh. All right. I guess.
I don't know. And then Xfinity, he picked Austin Hill.
Austin Hill, 21.
And I think that's all his picks. I don't think he picked Indy
He didn't
next,
pick. He didn't pick next.
but
Oh,
that's
well.
okay.
That's fine.
He got points last time. We don't want him to just stack the total.
Speaking of Indy next, let's just stay there for a minute because I'm picking the boy. He's
Picking
gonna get the
Hunter
win
McElroy.
at Mid Ohio. He's gonna go back to back, baby. Hunter McElroy got his first win here last season, and we dapped him up in the media center. So I want to see him go back to back.
Okay. Fair. Daniel?
I am going to go. Do I go a repeat winner?
I mean, you could go with Mr. Reliable if you want to this season, the points leader.
I could. Jay, you go. I need to think a little harder.
I was hoping you go so I could think a little harder, but I guess I'm just gonna
I can just think harder on the spot.
I guess I'm just gonna go with our other guy, Mr. Razzie Rasmussen.
It's a good pick.
Daniel.
I think I'm gonna go. Am I gonna regret this? I'm gonna go Jacob Abel.
Ooh,
That's a good pick, actually. I like that.
spicy. I like
Second
it.
last race. Second last
True.
race.
Second time he's gotten second too.
Okay.
I like it.
INDYCAR.
He's getting there.
Let's go INDYCAR, Daniel.
INDYCAR. Jeez.
Hey.
Rough. Mid Ohio is just such a wild card. Man, I'm gonna go with an Andretti car as my first pick. I'm gonna go Kyle Kirkwood.
You don't think they're gonna implode again?
Every time I take Kyle Kirkwood, though, he doesn't win, which sucks. But I have a good feeling this weekend, so I'm gonna take Kirk.
Okay.
And then my second pick, I'm gonna go. Give me Scotty McLaughlin.
Okay.
Okay.
Scotty's due.
Daniel, you have yours yet or no?
Yes, I do have my picks.
Okay.
I've been sitting on these for a while.
Okay.
So my first pick, going the man who finished second last year, I believe. Championship leader Alex Palou. We don't pick him at all, and he wins a
never
lot.
We never pick
I'm
Alex.
trying to capitalize on the momentum. I need him to be my Gregson from last season. My second pick, there's a good chance this is a rain race. Give me Colton Herta.
I forgot it was gonna rain. It's okay.
Dang.
All good.
Okay. For me, oh, dude, this is tough. Like with them, it's gonna rain, bro. Though, I guess for me, I'm gonna go with. As much as he's been messing up recently, and he's kind of throwing his championship hopes, I'm gonna go with Pato.
I know who
Okay.
you're going. Yeah, I knew that's new. I knew that's who
Right
you were
when I
going
heard
with.
messing up championship hopes, I was like, "Here comes Paolo."
I knew he was gonna pick Pato as soon as he said, "Ooh, it's a rain race."
Yeah. And next, I think I'm gonna go with. Let's go Scott Dixon.
Okay,
Okay.
I like it.
Okay. All right. I'm glad you guys like it because I'm not very hopeful.
That's a good pick. Good pick. I'm excited.
So-
He's one of those drivers that no matter how washed we might think he is, he's gonna find a way to drive through the field to get a top 5.
Yeah, fair. But all right, F1. Want to do our podiums?
Fun. Yep, we're at Austria.
Awesome.
So-
Spielberg brothers.
But I'll go Max P1. I'll go Lewis P2 and Alonso P3.
Alonso.
But I think it'll be close. I think Max and Lewis are going to be pretty close this weekend.
Okay. All right, Daniel.
I am gonna say Lewis, or not Lewis, Verstappen. That was a brain fart.
You're good. You're good.
I don't know where that came from. Verstappen. In my head, I was thinking who I want to be second and third. So that name was just on the tip of my tongue. Okay, Max P1. P2. Give me Russell.
All right.
Actually, no. Give me Checo. P2.
Checo.
P3. Give me Lance Stroll.
Ooh, interesting podium this week.
A very interesting podium from Daniel Cheney.
Well,
I
this one's
need a
about-
ballsy pick.
Well,
This was
about
the track last year where No. That was Silverstone.
Silverstone is different.
Yeah.
So if you think Daniel's is weird, mine's gonna get even weird because
Real.
Aston Martin's
that
bringing an
possible?
upgrade package, and they're promising that they're gonna be on par with Red Bull. So I'm going Alonso wins.
Okay, I like it.
I'm gonna go with Max second, of course. Third, I'm gonna go with Checo.
Okay,
No, I'm
I
gonna
like
go,
it.
I'm gonna go Lewis.
Okay. I would love to see Alonso win. That'd be so cool.
I'm taking a ballsy pick this weekend. This is probably gonna be completely wrong. I'm
Hey,
trusting
man.
what Aston Martin's saying.
We're in Middle
so
Ohio. We're gonna go, dude. Hey, if you get that pick right, I'll buy you a hot dog. How's that sound?
for real? Okay.
Yeah, brother.
Okay, brother.
For me?
shake, shake on that. Thank you, sir. I need that. I need that Mid Ohio hot dog, brother. Especially for free.
Brother, fire. Let me tell you.
All right. Xfinity and Cup.
Xfinity and Cup Series action. Man, it's going to be a good weekend in Chicago. Just kidding. This is going to be absolute AIDS. This is going to be crazy. Like, what is this? This is going to be rough. But hey, it's fine. It's fine. Let's just get it over with. Okay. Xfinity Series action. We have some cool drivers that are going to be coming in and racing in this one. Clearly, Justin Marks in the 10, Connor Mosack in the 19 this weekend. Parker Chase is in this one. Alex LeBay. It's a Miguel Paludo, Brad Perez.
Ooh.
But I'm going with just a good old reliable pick. This guy always does well at new tracks. You know, give me John Hunter Nemechek.
J. Chin, brother. Okay. Daniel.
Y'all might flame me for this one, but
I think I know who you're gonna pick though. That's
no,
the
you
thing.
don't. No, you don't. I
think
assure
you're gonna
you,
go-
you
I
don't.
think you're going Kazatron.
No,
Okay,
Weirder.
not going Kaz. Weirder. Ryan Sieg.
no,
You're going Alfredo.
no.
Sage Karam.
None of you guys are gonna get this because I think it's gonna be a crash fest. I think we're getting a weird winner. Give me Parker Retzlaff.
Okay.
That's hot.
I can see it.
Ah, that's hot.
I can see it.
If that happens, do I get a Mid Ohio hot dog?
Sure.
I already bought one. Jay can buy you that one.
I'll go with it.
All right.
All right. My pick. I'm going to go with a very out there pick this weekend. He probably is not going to happen, but let's just make this a wild card weekend for Jay. How about that? Wild card Jay. We're going with it. Miguel Paludo.
Do we want to do our group pick for Xfinity, or do we want to save that one for Mid Ohio just because we're going?
What did we save for Mid Ohio?
Okay, we can do that.
Okay, because I was gonna nominate from the Xfinity series. I was gonna nominate either Kaz Gralla or Parker Kligerman. For
I mean,
group pick.
if we do a group pick in NASCAR, I think we got to go Shane Van Gisbergen.
Yeah, true.
I don't know.
Unless someone picks him for their actual pick,
And
which might
Jensen
have.
Button
Yeah.
is racing this weekend as well.
Ooh.
Boy, he got that dog in him. But first, smile.
Be real.
One second, guys. Megan's calling me.
Uh-oh.
Hey, what's up? I'm on the episode. You're on speakerphone.
You're what?
I'm filming the show. You're on speaker. Hi, everyone. Say hi to Megan.
You're.
We can talk later.
All right. Talk to you soon. Bye.
Okay.
It's funny.
All right, Cup Series, brother.
Yeah, let's do it. I'm gonna go with give me Martin Truex as my first pick. Just because he's on fire.
Okay.
And then for my second pick, I'll go with wow, this is out there. Give me Ricky.
Ricky Stenhouse Jr.
Ricky.
Stenhouse?
Yeah, man. He's having a good year. Give me Ricky.
Oh no, street course?
Brother, Ricky's done well on road courses this season. Ricky hasn't had
Oh
a
no,
DNF
street
yet.
course?
Just saying. You'll be surprised when he pulls out a top 10.
That's true. Daniel, your turn, brother.
Okay.
If that happens, I get my hot dog.
Okay, I'll shake him.
Alright.
If he wins or top 10?
Yeah, if he wins.
Okay, I was like, top 10, I'm not getting you a hot dog. Okay, my first pick. Screw it. He wins all the weird tracks on like their first try. Give me Joey Logano.
I hate you because he was. That's the reason I was
Like-
picking him. I'm still picking him. I don't care. That's the reason I was picking
Yeah,
him.
you can still do it. I'm not stopping you. Wild card pick. I'm stuck between an actual wild card and someone who's not a wild card. But he's got street racing experience. I'm going AJ Allmendinger.
Mm.
I almost picked Allmendinger, but like,
I had to since Tristan didn't. It was simply out of the fact that he left it to me.
That's
And I want the point if he wins.
well said.
Okay. I'm still picking Joey Logano because I don't care. Because I was dead
Do
set
it.
on picking him before Daniel took my pick.
Joey is the guy that you need to pick on a new track, even though I
Exactly.
didn't pick him.
He's won
You always-
basically every inaugural event in the past, like,
2 or 3 years.
yeah. Or almost all of them. Not
He won
exactly
Bristol
all of them.
Dirt. He won the Clash.
What
like-
ones did he win this year? He won North Wilkesboro.
He won
right?
Gateway last year.
Did he win at North Wilkesboro?
No, that was Larson.
Oh, okay. But he did win Gateway.
He won Gateway last year.
What else is an inaugural event that happened here not too long ago?
AJ Allmendinger won the first Indy road course.
Fair. That was a crash fest though, so I think Joey Logano
Oh,
could
yeah.
have won that.
Bro, we were there.
Yeah.
Insane.
No, he was one of the first out.
Because of that big crash.
Yeah.
I'll
'Cause of
never
the
forget.
curb.
Me and Daniel were just chilling there, and then all of a
They
sudden,
just
I was
brought
like,
Logano's car by us.
"Dude, remember when I was yelling? I was like, give me the hood."
The guy thought about it. He thought about it.
He looked at me and he was like, "I can't." And I was like, "Come on, man, it's hanging on by a thread. Just let me tug it." And he was like, "Pause." But it's fine.
Okay. My next pick. I think I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna go Tyler Reddick.
Okay, yeah, no one had taken Reddick yet, so I was like waiting for him.
I
to get-
wanted to, but I can't pick him because then my entire hopes will just drop when he loses.
Okay,
Well, I mean, I picked him, so you're welcome.
Yeah.
so I don't want to pick SVG as the group pick because
Okay.
it's not gonna happen.
Okay. That's
I feel like we need to pick someone that's going to finish the race.
Where are
And,
we
like-
doing Chicago or are we doing Mid Ohio?
Up to y'all.
I don't care what.
Because I have got a suggestion if we do Mid Ohio.
Sure. Is it Lights or is it INDYCAR? I'm sorry,
INDYCAR.
Next or INDYCAR?
I say if we do an IndyCar Mid Ohio pick, we got to do someone who is special to the three of us.
You're gonna say David Malukas, aren't you?
No.
Felix Rosenquist?
I was gonna go Felix Rosenquist,
Okay.
Twix man himself.
Dude, I'm excited to reunite with Felix. I'm bringing a Twix bar with us to the track. I'm excited. It's gonna be lit. I'll go Rosenquist. I think Rosenquist is a good pick.
I feel like it's a race we're gonna be at. He's one of our guys.
Dude, if Rosenquist wins,
One of us picks him out every
we are
week.
getting into victory lane, and I will give that man his Twix bar. I'll be
Bro.
like, my guy.
So
It would be
we're
all
going
the Twix
Rosenquist,
power.
right? We're going
Yeah, let's do
Rosenquist,
it.
right?
Let's go.
That's
for
cool
the
with
good old
y'all.
six. The good old 6 car.
Bro, baby.
Wait, did someone say Rosenquist?
Nice. That was
All right.
really timed, actually.
That's what we
All
got.
right. That's time.
Fire, fire, fire.
Let's
That's
go back
time.
to the main screen. Oh, wait. Let me
Yeah.
show off Landon's picks also, actually. Forgot to do that. there's Landon's picks for you guys, so you guys can see. He picked just Martin Truex Jr. I don't know why he just picked Martin Truex, but that's fine. Austin Hill, Marcus Arenado. He didn't pick any next, but he picked his podium. They're all there for you. Coming back. So yeah, let's go ahead. Let's transition to the main screen. We can close this out, brother. Right?
Do it.
Yeah.
Actually,
Remember,
we got one more thing to talk about before we close the episode out. Daniel,
And what would that be?
3, 2, 1. Happy
birthday
birthday to you. Happy
Happy
birthday
birthday
to
to
you.
you.
Happy birthday, dear Tristan.
More time.
Happy birthday to you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
I appreciate it. Is that Rena's BK on the yeet? I never noticed.
I think it's Papa.
Yes.
I think is it
No, it's
Renus?
Renus.
Oh wow.
I made that myself.
Anyway. All right. Well, thanks, guys. Appreciate the birthday celebrations. Officially in my Taylor Swift era, as Fernando Alonso would like to say. He's in that era too. But shout out to everybody. If you guys want to help celebrate my birthday with me, come out to Mid Ohio. Come see us.
Or a hot dog with him.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Well, it's gonna be a good weekend out there at the Mid Ohio Sports Car Street Course. It's gonna be wonderful. I love that track so much. It's so cool. You have to go. There's so many good places to watch, and we're probably gonna watch in turn 2, just because a lot of action happens in 2.
It's a holiday weekend.
It is a holiday weekend. There's gonna be plenty of America. I'm gonna be wearing.
You fallen for my trap again.
If you guys see it, I'm gonna be wearing this neon green shirt. Gonna turn my Jeff Chaney on a little bit
Nice.
out there, and some short shorts and this headband. I might bring an America thing or something like that. I don't know. I haven't decided yet.
There you go, bro.
It's gonna be a good weekend. We're doing a giveaway. We're doing a giveaway, guys. If you are the first person to find us on Sunday, race day, you get a Dalton Kellett hat. You get a certified Dalton Kellett Moment Indy Boys hat. But you have to be the first one to find us. Right when the tweet goes out, the tweet will go live. We're going to go stand in the spot. First person to find us gets to snap a picture with us, and they
Little
get a free
scavenger
hat.
hunt.
And they get a free hat. You can either get it just with us, or we could sign it for you, whatever you want to do. Super, super awesome. Come see us at Mid Ohio, guys. Follow us on all of our social medias at Indy Boys Podcast. Stay tuned for the TikToks, because the TikToks go crazy on the Indy Boys Podcast. When
We're about to go ham. I'm about to go ham on these TikToks.
We're about to shout out to Jay. Shout out to Jay. Shout out to Daniel. Shout out to me. Follow us on our personal social medias. Shout out to Tony Donahue, our boy. We're going to be hanging out with him this weekend. If you want to come find us, Jay will put you in the vlog. It'll be super awesome. Have a good one, guys.
Boys, it's a rain weekend.
It is a rain weekend.
It's
As Lady Gaga,
raining.
as Lady Gaga and Ariana Grande would say, rain on me.
Hey, I'm just saying, we're going to be hearing a lot of this weekend. Perfect.
Yeah.
All right. I'm excited. Man, hey, have a good one, guys. We love you. Come see us in Mid Ohio. Peace. Hopefully Andretti doesn't implode this weekend.